Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bree, and in today's video I'm going to be doing another small business vlog. So this is going to be part 2 of me prepping for a 4-day market in Boston on Assembly Row. So it's going to be from July 30th to August 2nd. And today's Sunday. I think it's July 26th. And so I went to Staples for the second time this week. If you saw in the last vlog, I went there to get some labels, and then today I came back to get 2 more. I realized that I only need labels for my butter and for my leave-in conditioner. So this is the butter, and you guys, if you guys are not new here, you know. And then these are for the leave-in conditioner. There was a few of them that did get messed up. So he did give me a discount. He only charged me like $4 for literally like 36 labels. And he was like, yeah, like because some of them got messed up, I took the price down. And I was like, thank you. Like, you're so sweet. So yeah, sorry if my energy's kind of low. I don't know. I'm just kind of feeling kind of blah today. I also need to eat. That could have a lot to do with it. So yeah, I'll let you guys know what I'll be doing next. I definitely need to label my product, and I still have to make some butter and some oil. I'm not gonna make a lot. The things I have left to do, like I said, I need to make butter. I'm probably only gonna make like 7 more. I'm not gonna go crazy and make a lot. And I also need to make oil, and I already have probably like 10. I'm probably gonna try to go in, make some more. I don't know how much more I'm gonna make. But yeah, so we'll see. I'm not really nervous anymore for this. I'm kind of just like, just gonna go and just take it as an experience at this point. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next clip. Okay guys, so I'm not sure where I last left you, but I did take out my braids. I actually do need to wash my hair because I have my pop-up tomorrow, and I always like to have my hair out for my pop-ups. So as you can see, I'm still filming on my phone. So if you watch my last vlog, I still haven't found my SD card. I know it's somewhere in my office. So when I'm packing up to get ready for the event tomorrow, hopefully I find it, because I want to be able to film on my camera because it's way better quality. But in the meantime, we're just going to have to do with the phone. So today is July 29th. I did just log off of work. I work from home right in this office. And so I'm just finishing up the last of my butter. So I think I'm going to be making about 6 of them. I'm basically done. I just have to melt it a little bit more so that I can pour them into these jars. So it's melting a little bit. And then I can put it in these jars. And yeah, and then I just need to label these. I have a bunch of leave-in conditioners that I need to label, and I have conditioner over there that needs to be labeled. So yeah, like I said, I am a little bit nervous. Hopefully this event is good. It is a big investment. It did cost me I think about $325 to vend at this event. Okay, so yeah, so I made about 6, and now I'm done. I'm gonna start labeling. All right, I had to find the labels. All right, so I'm gonna label the butter while I talk to you guys. If you hear anything in the background, my AC is on. It's hot in here, so I need to have it running. So this is what it looks like. And I'm gonna leave this up here and put it in the box after. So yeah, so I like to rub the bottles with like alcohol afterwards to like get up any oil, but I ran out of paper towels. So I'm gonna have to get some paper towels to make sure I don't have any greasy products for tomorrow. But anyway, so the event is tomorrow, Thursday, July 30th, all the way to August 2nd, I believe. So it's Thursday through Sunday. But yeah, I'm just having a little bit of like fear of it being slow. I did pay $325 to do this event. So it ends up coming out to about $81.25 a day. So ultimately I only have to make $81 a day. I've never really made less than that before in an event. For the most part, you will make more than that. So, but I just feel like it is in Boston. However, the location of like where we're gonna be, like, I don't know if people are aware of how to like get there. And, but the person who is putting this on, like, they have been promoting it a lot. So I'm trying not to like freak myself out, because whenever like I have an event, like I obviously want it to do well because this is my business, and I'm investing like money to be here. So it would be absolutely devastating to not make my money back or to profit. So I am a little bit like nervous about that. But I'm trying to be positive because I have no idea how it's actually going to be once I get there. So it takes me about an hour and a half to get there. So I'm gonna try to leave my house at like 10:30. No, I'm gonna try to leave my house at 10 so that I can get there for 11:30. And give myself enough time to like set up and everything, because I need to be set up by, well, the event doesn't start until 1 o'clock, but I like to be set up at least a half an hour before. But I'm gonna have to like go there, park, get my parking pass, put the parking pass on my car, and then like bring all my stuff and set it up. So I want to give myself like at least an hour. So if I get there at 11:30, after I handle the parking situation, like I will have like an hour to set up, which I don't need an hour. My setup takes like 30 minutes or less. Usually the leave-in conditioner on my website is my best seller, and usually at pop-ups the leave-in conditioner is the best seller. But since I've been doing like a 2 for $20 deal for the oils have been selling the most at these events. But now that I have the lip balm, we'll see what ends up being like the thing that sells the most. I have the most out of all of these products. I think I have the most lip balms and leave-in. So I'm hoping that those will be the things that people want the most of, because I only have, I think, like 15 butters, and I only have like 15 rinse out conditioners and the same amount of shampoo. Originally I wanted to have at least 30 shampoos and conditioners, but I didn't want to over make stuff because I'm not sure of like what the traffic is going to be. So we'll see. If it ends up being good, maybe I'll do it again next year. But if it ends up not being good, then at least I'll know and never to do this event again. But my main goal for this event obviously is to make my money back, but that's not even the main goal. The main goal for this event is to expand my customer base and to get more in front of people who like my stuff and who will come back to my website. So what I have been doing at pop-ups is I've been having like a QR code. Like I'll have like a sign that has a QR code to go on my website and sign up for my email list. So anyone who like buys or maybe they walk away and they don't buy, I'm like, oh, if you sign up for my newsletter, you'll get 15% off your next order. So people will go and like sign up. And I think my last pop-up I had, I think I got like 10 signups. And for one day, that's actually like a lot for me. So I'm hoping to get email signups and to get people to become repeat customers, because repeat customers are like where the money is at. And I had a pop-up, like I think it was on Juneteenth, I had a pop-up, and I made like a good amount of money that day. And I actually made like a repeat customer because that person bought mid-June, and then they bought a couple weeks later and spent like $200 on my website, and they left me a note saying that they really love my product and they've been telling everybody about it, and they went and bought like my entire collection and multiple of different items. So I was really happy. So I know that these events are working, especially if you get in front of your people. So I'm hoping that this event, I'll get in front of my people. But if it is slow, I'm gonna try to like be productive and like work on like editing videos or working on email marketing and maybe like scheduling content for YouTube and Instagram for my business and just trying to be productive. Or if I'm not in the mood to do any of that, I will bring a book so that I can even catch up on my reading. But my mom made like a good point. She was like, even if it is slow, like you need a break because you are always go, go, go. So maybe this will be a good mental break for you. And I honestly, prepping for this event has cost me like a lot of stress and anxiety because making products is not like easy, and it's not like, there's a lot that could go wrong. And each batch is expensive and you can't really afford to make mistakes, especially at my level. I don't have like millions of dollars in capital just laying around to, you know, afford mistakes. So, not that a batch costs obviously $1 million, but you guys know what I mean. So, but I'm trying to work on different strategies to help like reduce my anxiety when making products, and I came up with a few things that I'm going to implement the next time I need to make a batch. But I do think I need a mental break from my business. So after this 4-day event, I'm not going to do any pop-ups for the month of August. If I do, there is one that is at the end of August. If I do one, it might be that one, but it really just depends on how I feel, and also depends on how much product I sell for this event and if I have the strength to make anything more. Because depending on how much I sell from this event will determine like how much I need to make to be able to do another event for the end of August. But most likely I'm probably just gonna just do this one and give myself the whole month off and just, you know, sell whatever I have left over on my website. So if you guys want to buy stuff, my website will, you know, be open. But I don't want to really do anything in August because summer's almost over. Like I said, it's July 29th and I only had one beach day and I couldn't really fully enjoy the beach day because I was in the middle of making a batch. So I only had like a limited time that I could be out, and I was like thinking about all the stuff I had to do. So I wasn't really like relaxing. So my idea is if I, is that if I take August off, I can just, you know, take as many beach days as I want, and I can really fully relax and not have to stress about anything because I don't have any upcoming events that I have to like make product for. So yeah, I think I deserve a break because I've kind of been doing a lot of pop-ups since May, which was the goal, and I do think it's paying off. Because I never wanted to just be a business that is only successful because of my in-person events. Like I want, you know, to get to a point where my online orders exceed what I make in person. And right now it's not like that. Right now, like majority of the money I make for my business is because of the events I do in person. So I really want that to switch because I live in Massachusetts, so I can only do pop-ups during the summer, like spring and summer. And so for me, for where I live, I can only do pop-ups like May through October. So that's like a 6-month time frame. So that's not horrible. But people who live in like Atlanta, Georgia, or Florida or California, like you can do vendor markets all year round, and you can, you know, always be, you know, making a lot of money in person. But for me, like there's a 6-month period where I am not able to do vendor markets. So because of that, like I'm only relying from November to April, I'm relying solely on online sales. And if you don't have like a strong customer base online, then those 6 months are going to be really dry. And I have like a steady amount that I'll make on my website, but it's not like anything crazy, and it's been the same amount since I started. So I have repeat customers, but my main thing is I don't really have like, I have a hard time getting new people. So the only time I'm exposing myself to getting new customers is at these events, and I'm trying to be more consistent with YouTube and posting on YouTube and stuff, because YouTube has been getting me in front of new customers. So it's been working, but I also haven't been like consistent enough to see like a big enough difference, but I'm seeing like signs of it working because of my consistency on YouTube. So that's something I'm excited to see, like YouTube growth and more like getting new customers because of social media. So when these events are like winding down after October, I'm excited to really like hunker down and really like, you know, grind during the fall and winter and really like put out a lot of videos and to really see how I can grow online, and then see where I'm at by like May, June. And then obviously I'm gonna still stick with vendor events. One thing I did learn from this pop-up season is that I really need to prep at least a month before a pop-up, because there's so much stuff that can go wrong. And like I'll be like, oh, I have a pop-up that's in 2 weeks, let me start now. But it's like, no, like you need to start in advance, because sometimes you might think you have enough of an ingredient, but then your ingredient, you don't have enough of it. So then you have to literally like order from a website, and if it's not from Amazon and it's from like a small business that you get a specific ingredient from, like those small businesses tend to take like up to 2 weeks before you'll actually get it, and you can't really afford to like wait on those. And I also learned that I really need to like, I need to literally check my inventory like more often. Like I really don't check my inventory because it does take me a long time to run out of stuff. So I just always assume that like I have enough stuff, and then I'll start a batch and I'm like, I'm running low on rosemary oil, and then I'm freaking out and stressing myself out and having to like, you know, get a rush order of it on Amazon and stuff like that. And it's just like, versus if I would have looked at my inventory a month and maybe in a month and a half earlier, I could have been like, okay, I need to go and order all this stuff right now so that it'll all be in here in 2 weeks the latest. And that's one thing that I really need to start doing. And then also for like pop-up season is like May, maybe in like March, I can really start ordering everything I need to order and like really like making stuff in bulk and really just being done. Like if I could be done like a month before the fact, because there's not a better feeling than knowing you have a pop-up and everything's already done and the only thing you have to do is pack your car. You really just have to pack your car and set your stuff up. Like usually like tonight, like I'll put everything up like in my front hallway, then I'll wake up, get dressed, and then just put everything in my car and go. But knowing that that's all you have to do is just like such a peaceful feeling. So next year, like for pop-up season, like I really, really like want to be on top of my stuff. And I think I'm also not buying in bulk enough. Like for these, I'll buy like 50 at a time because I'm like, oh, like that'll last me a long time. But I need to understand that like when you're doing 2 pop-ups a month, plus you're online, you're gonna sell more than 50 in a month, most likely. So it's like, I need to like think about that and be like, okay, you need to order maybe 100 at a time. And because during the winter, like my sales usually are not like, because I'm just relying on online, I don't have pop-ups. So like, sales will be like not as much, right? So yeah, so sales won't be as much. And so buying only 50 leave-in conditioner bottles at a time is fine because that might last me a couple months because it's just online. But when you're doing a pop-up, it's like, girl, that's why you keep running out. And like, that's something that I need to really, really be mindful of. So I think that like next year before pop-up season begins, like in March, I'm really gonna be like, okay, I'm really gonna check all my inventory, buy stuff in bulk, and really just make a bunch of stuff and just have stuff waiting so that when May comes, or hopefully by like April, you know, I'll be all set. Because pop-ups are enjoyable when you're prepared. But when you're running last minute, like what I'm doing right now, like making butter the night before, labeling products the night before, mind you, this could have been done a long time ago, but it's because I was running out of things and I was having to order stuff, and of course I made like mistakes and stuff. Oh, and I want to give you guys an update because I totally forgot to mention. So I am not going to be selling my foaming hand soaps for this pop-up. I'm actually going to be holding off on that because I'm not really like 100% comfortable. Like I'm 100% like happy with how they came out, and I feel like I could do better. And so for that reason, I am going to wait until maybe September, October to release them. Like I said, I'm taking August off, so I'm not going to probably refine them anytime soon. Or if I don't have the energy to do it, I might just wait until Black Friday. So it really just depends, but I will make announcements on my social media about when I do plan on like releasing those. Let's see. These are all butter. And I still have so much leave-in conditioner labels, but the leave-in conditioners are all labeled. So I'm just gonna, oh no, I have one. I don't know what that's not. But yeah, I think this should be good. And if worst comes to worst, like I can just tell people, you know, sign up for my newsletter if you really want to try something and it's not here. Like, sign up for my newsletter and I will restock and you'll be notified. But we'll see. Like anything could happen at this event. Like it could be super busy. Like I have no idea. And you never know who you can meet, because at my Juneteenth pop-up, I met some people who had like really amazing like connections, who were like they connected me, and I just felt like I was really like in like a great place, and I had a lot of like customers there. So I'm gonna try to do more events in the fall in that area, and I think that would be really good for my business because the people there seem to really like be receptive. Like I felt like I was finally like in front of my customers, like, and I never felt like that before. And then the people who hosted that event that I did for Juneteenth, they were like, your booth seemed really popular. And I was like, really? Like, and so that made me feel good to know that my stuff was being received. And especially that like comment that I told you guys I got about that person who was like, oh, I've been telling everyone about your stuff and they spent $200 after they just spent money with me on Juneteenth. So that just shows me that area, like I need to be in front of those people more often. So that's something I'm excited about in the fall. So yeah, I keep finding some that are like labeled hidden. But after this, I'm just gonna label my oils. I think I'm only gonna have like, I don't even know, probably like 30 oils I think I have. And yeah, I think I have like 30 oils, and I think that's it. So I've been talking for like 20 minutes straight. But yeah, I'm gonna leave this video here, and I'm gonna edit this and probably upload it for next week. And then I'm going to vlog my experience at this Assembly Row event, and I'll definitely give you guys updates. I don't know if I'm gonna do just like one vlog with all 4 days, like my experience all 4 days, or if I'm gonna like upload a vlog per day. It really just depends on how much content I have, but most likely it will probably be one vlog, like, and just a recap of all days, like all at once, just showing you guys me there and like giving you guys recaps as I go and explaining my experience. My brain cannot wrap around the fact that I'm going to be there for 4 days and driving to Boston for 4 days in a row, and like, but I am excited about the fact that like my stuff will be there set up, and I won't have to like unload and unpack and like all that every day, like once I set up tomorrow, like I leave my stuff there, grab my bag, and I can go home. That's gonna be the best part about it all, because unloading and all that is half the stress. So yeah, so I will leave all of my link to my website below if you guys are interested in my products. I will say the leave-in conditioner is for curly to afro textured hair. The shampoo and conditioner works for all hair types, so whether you have straight hair all the way to afro textured hair, conditioner and shampoo will work for you. All my products are sulfate free, paraben free, silicone free, and sulfate free. My leave-in conditioner, my butter, and my oil are vegan. My shampoo, conditioner, and my chapstick are not vegan because I use beeswax in the lip balm, and I use silk in my shampoo and conditioner. So silk is, you get silk from worms. So I can't call my shampoo and conditioner vegan because I use silk. So yeah, so just wanted to be transparent about that. But other than that, that's it for this vlog, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.